I'm freezing. I don't know what happened, but yesterday evening after all of this shopping madness, we came back home and I had fever for the entire night, really high fever. Now it's kind of okay again, but I'm still freezing. I don't know what it is. I don't have any coughing or sinus, it's just fever and like this pain in the bones like crazy. I think that's proof that shopping is nothing for me and just makes me sick, so I think today we will just stick to a quick edition of track submits. I think that's the first time in 1.5 years of vlogging and almost a year of daily vlogging where I'm really sick. I think Carnival, I was too sick for Carnival, but this is the first time. There is even no way I'm going to the studio, and editing yesterday's video took me like 3 times longer than usually. That's also the reason why the video was delayed. Now let's just pick some tracks, hopefully some good tracks. Okay, first track is by Jeremy. He's from Canada. He started producing 4 months ago. He's asking for feedback, if the idea is good, if the arrangement makes sense, if the mixing is okay. Okay, let's just open it up and listen to it. To say, for just producing 4 months, this is extremely good. The mixing is okay, sound design is okay, there is structure in the track. The arrangement could be a bit more, my brain is super slow today. Slower than usually, yes. Yeah, the arrangement could be more logical. There are too many small breaks. I would rather go for 2 or 3 bigger breaks, maybe just 2 with a track that is just 4 minutes long. I'm missing a little bit like a main element. This track could work really cool with vocals or just adding something on top that is as strong as vocals. But yeah, really for 4 months of producing, there's not really a whole lot that I can say. It's just about continue producing and every track will be better than this one, and you might have something that you can release in a year or so, because 4 months, especially kick and bass, are very well mixed. They sound good. That's usually what most beginners get wrong. I'm maybe not the biggest fan of the main synthy, but that's personal preference. Other than that, really good, especially really good for just 4 months. I didn't produce like this after 4 months, never ever, never. I just need something to drink. I feel like I'm 85 or 90. Okay, next track. The next one is by Felix G, and he's 18 years old, from Poland. He's now producing electronic music for 6 years, playing piano for 13 years, and it's kind of a progressive D&B track. The drums, I really love those D&B drummings. The mixing is also super good. The arrangement is a little weird, but I'm not really a specialist in this kind of music. I like it, I like the vibe. This could be perfect for a movie or a soundtrack or something like that. But I can't really say a whole lot about it. I don't know how these kind of tracks usually get arranged and if they're more for a club purpose or more for listening at home. But I really like it. It's definitely different and I'm pretty sure it's hard to find a label for this kind of music, because there's probably not that much out there that releases music like that. It's a really cool track, Felix, so don't stop making this kind of music. I'm pretty sure you can have success with it. It might be harder than with other kinds of music because there are probably less people listening to it, but if you do your job good and if you make your music better than anyone else in this kind of style, I'm pretty sure you will be able to succeed. That's all of Vanessa's presents. She also got this right here, which is really cool. It's like a light box. Let me show you. It's really cool. This one is by Marco. His track is called Heartbeat. He's 16 years old, from Colombia. Colombia? He started producing 3 years ago, and he's asking if I think it's too repetitive and if the EQing is bad. He needs some feedback. First of all, the track isn't repetitive, it's changing enough throughout the track. I like the sounds. Some of them really sound like Nexus sounds, but still they're good and crispy. The mixing is just a little bit off. The balance between kick and bass isn't really right, and the entire track doesn't really use the entire frequency spectrum. It's very cutted at the top part and at the lower part. Yeah, it's really not the most balanced track. I would suggest you to just start with the kick and bass, get them into the right level, try to cut away a little bit of the low end of the bass, use side chaining to make the kick and the bass kind of work together. And then if those two work, try adding the next elements. And I think like the side chaining on this main pad is a little bit weird. I don't know what it is, but it's pumping a little bit strange. And I think just the kick sample is a bit weird. I could listen to the kick at the end on its own, and I would maybe just try out another kick and see if it improves the track and makes it easier to mix the kick and bass. So the next one is by Lem Jan, I think that's how it's pronounced, and he's 16 years old. He's been producing for 3 years. And the track is called Ariel. First of all, the kick is extremely strange. I've never heard a kick like this. It sounds very, very knocky, like someone is knocking at the door, very low rumble, but doesn't really have like the low end it needs. I personally would just try out another kick, but it's of course again up to personal preference, but that's like the first thing that just sounds weird and strange to me that I would try and change. And I'm not really a big fan of the main synthy and main melody. It sounds a little bit too, what's the word? It sounds a little bit too moaning, so I think it doesn't really fit to future bass. I would go with something that sounds a little bit more happy, or something that just sounds really cool. But this is, yes, very sustained, and the main melody and the sound of the main melody is a little bit moaning, whining, complaining. You know what I mean. Okay, that's pretty much it for today. I will now go back to bed, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow everything will be fine again. Oh, I'm so tired. Couldn't sleep the entire night. Not really.